Okay. A typical question on reflection you would get would be very similar to this. They would ask you to reflect shape A, which is over here, on the mirror line. Our mirror line is this red line. Don't mistake it with your y-axis, which has a little arrow with a y, or your x-axis, which has a little arrow with an x. Your mirror line would be very distinct on the page. The next thing you would do when you have a question like this, you would add an extra line. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to draw a ruler, but all you have to do is draw a line that goes across the mirror line. And this is going to help you, and you'll see why next. The next thing you would do, you would get your tracing paper. You would make sure that the shape that you are going to trace over is exactly on the tracing paper. And you'd make sure that you can clearly draw your mirror line. Then when you would start to trace over your shape, you'd do it better than me. And you would not move the tracing paper, and you would go over your mirror line. When you've done that, just go over the line that you drew as well. And you'll see why it's going to help you now. So your image would look something very similar to this. So you have your mirror line, you have your shape A, and you would have a little X across your mirror line. So another line that goes across your mirror line. Now, the reason why you would do this, you'd see now. So you've done everything. You've drawn a shape on your tracing paper. You've drawn a mirror line. What you're going to do now is you are going to flip your tracing paper over like so, and you are going to place it on your paper. Now you would see a reflection of shape A. Now, your mirror line that you drew on the tracing paper is going to help you because you are going to put it over your mirror line. Now, this line that you drew on the tracing paper, you're going to make sure that is on where it was in the question, the extra line that you drew. So, here's your tracing paper. You would go over and make sure everything, little cross and the mirror line is on top of the original one. And this is where your shape is going to be when you reflect it. So you are going to put the points there. So there's going to be a point there. There's going to be a point here. So move your tracing paper, draw it on, put it back. There is going to be a point here. Move your tracing paper, draw it on, put it back. And there is going to be a point right there. Move your tracing paper, draw it on. Next thing you're going to do is going to get your ruler and join the dots to form a reflected shape of A. And the last thing you're going to do when you've reflected shape A, you're going to call this B. And that is it. If you didn't draw this line, your shape could be anywhere on the mirror line. Can you see your mirror line that you drew could also slide up and down, but it wouldn't be a mirrored reflection. And that is why this line, when you align it perfectly, would help you out.